Handicap over 1,000 metres. It's a class 3, and Gladmac is all the rage here. Shane Shield for Kerry Mose fourth. A length and a half away, Gladmac, who seems from this angle to be running perhaps 2 or 3 away from the rail, maybe even deeper than that now, and 5 lengths to Forster Shore. Glenrock Terry's in front as they start the swing at the 500. From moving up is Spring Day, and Gladmac coming out wide with See You in Paris. Go Jaffa just dropped back behind those, and 3 to Forster Shore. Around the turn, down past the 400. Glenrock Terry put under pressure first of all by Spring Day in the centre, and Gladmac has cruised to the pair of them, and 2:50 to go. Gladmac goes for home. Shane Shield gives it a bit of leather, and it bounded away from Spring Day. Then Glenrock Terry, Go Jaffa, Forster Shore down the outside might run a place, but Gladmac's raced well clear at the 100 in no danger, and Gladmac wins it easily. Gladmac at the wire by 4. Second, Forster Shore down the outside, I think, and nose Glenrock Terry. Spring Day fourth. Race time 59.51 on the track, rated as slow, 59 and 50 here.
First of all, this is how they check out for you. Going for Gold rates a good thing. 2 lengths clear of Gladmac and Mast. And then we go to Charmaine Star, South Wales. Slightly longer odds for Gladmac, New South Wales. More so Super Tab. Rainbow Ribbons 12s, 550 Going for Gold. 670 Quinella will pay $11. Exacta 31.60. Trifecta $90.
Ready in their racing, and another beautiful line out. Gee, it's hard to find you a leader. Going for Gold and D'Amica are going forward in the early metres. Charmaine Star about third, followed by Frameworthy Mast. Gladmac midfield but wide. Then came Blessed Tycoon and Going for Gold by a length and a quarter. Gladmac facing the breezes second, and Charmaine Star third the rail. Then came Mast, who's on the outside of Frameworthy, followed by D'Amica. Blessed Tycoon back 7th. Then Nadim's Measure and Rainbow Ribbons, and 2.5 to All in Rhythm. Speeding down the side, coming towards the 700 metre mark, and Going for Gold lobbing along by a length and a half. Gladmac in second placing, Charmaine Star third. Then Mast on the outside of Frameworthy, followed by D'Amica, Blessed Tycoon. Further back then was Nadim's Measure as they come to the last bend from Rainbow Ribbons, and still All in Rhythm sees the entire field. Homeward bound coming to the 400, Going for Gold about a half in front of Gladmac. Charmaine Star third over on the inside, and then came Frameworthy, and further back Blessed Tycoon making pretty heavy weather of it at the moment. Coming to the 200 metres mark, Going for Gold headed by Gladmac, tackled in turn by Frameworthy on the outside. Gladmac and Frameworthy settle down to battle it out from Going for Gold. Gladmac over on the inside, Frameworthy. Gladmac and Frameworthy. Gladmac's just in front, kicking strongly. Gladmac and Gladmac. Won at about a half head to Frameworthy. 4 lengths away, Going for Gold third in front of Blessed Tycoon, then Rainbow record, which Master Boss has held for in excess of 10 years. Course record.
1:27.58 for the first.
Exactly, about 7 seconds outside the record.
Correct.
Righto, let's take it to Wayne Wilson now for the first at Doomben.
Gladmac about to move into line, and Go and Wishart set, racing. And Tequila began nicely. He was one of the first to break the line. Going fast in the early part, Gladmac. Scribbity Gum began okay. Sharif Rocket driving through to be about 5th on the inside. Wishart 3 wide going towards the first bend, but Pelling is committed to going forward on him. He's moving up to be second. Gladmac takes over, running into the first corner, 1400 action, and Proud Moment still last. On to the next bend, just short of 800 metres to go. Gladmac leading by a length. Wishart second. Tequila third on the inside. Gum a neck back fourth the outside. 3 lengths to Scribbity Gum. There's been no change in the order. Then Pacific Connection, Sharif Rocket. Last of all, Proud Moments. Gladmac is the leader, just sneaking away a little bit as they come to the corner. 450 metres to go. Gladmac almost 2 lengths in front of Wishart, followed by Go and then Tequila. Gladmac will straighten up by a length and a half on Wishart. He's now given full bore on the outside. He's starting to bridge the gap on Gladmac. Gladmac is a length in front of Wishart the outside. Scribbity Gum is up to third, then Go, followed by Tequila. Gladmac is giving plenty. Pelling forced to get anxious. He's drawn the whip now on Wishart, and Gladmac is holding him. Gladmac is going to be too good for Wishart in the run to the line. Gladmac pulling away again, won by 2 lengths. Wishart second, third Go, fourth Scribbity Gum, followed in by Sharif Rocket.
Danny Munch, Gladmac. Singletons. It's really an exciting proposition.
Gladmac at 3:30, Saddleboy at 4:40, Mustang Magic and Grand Arrow are other chances. Will be the next. And those horses there are...
Gates very, very quickly here, and Gladmac will be our favourite. You're looking for Gladmac. He's in Barry Miller's colours, red with the white striped sleeves and a red and white corded cap. And away they go, and Mustang Magic from barrier number 2 was the first to ping out of the gates. He's gone straight to the lead from Nick Tom on the outside of Mr. Kristen. Grand Arrow's going up the 4th on the outside, and Gladmac's improving quickly now to be midfield, followed by Pull My String. 4 lengths away, Gladmac, and 2 lengths away then came Sharif Rocket. Over on the inside, Pull My String. Saddle Boy's second last, been very patiently ridden at last, Lovedale. Down to the 700 metres mark, Grand Arrow and Mustang Magic. They're still matching motors. Racing third, Mr. Kristen on the inside, and Nick Tom from Gladmac. Now Saddle Boy's going straight up along the inside. Now he's off the fence and improving quickly. Then Pull My String, followed by Sharif Rocket and Lovedale as last of all. Up to the bend, Mustang Magic and Grand Arrow led. Then Nick Tom and Saddle Boy's outside those. Just behind those, Mr. Kristen and Pull My String. Grand Arrow went to the lead at the top of the straight from Nick Tom. Saddle Boys deep from Mustang Magic and Pull My Strings down the outside. Mr. Kristen get a split. They're all over the shop. Pull My String out deep on the track, might be in front of Mr. Kristen, Gladmac and Grand Arrow, Mustang Magic. Mr. Kristen and Gladmac are the two. Mr. Kristen, Gladmac, and Gladmac's beaten Mr. Kristen. Third, Mustang Magic, followed by Lovedale, Grand Arrow. The next home in the race behind those came Nick Tom, a long way back in the field. Two's paid $17.10. The treble today at Gatton, numbers being 6, 2 and 2, has paid $100.70. You have the details, 2, 6, 3 and 13, the numbers after the running of race number 7.
Okay, L1 to go there at Gatton, the final
feature of the day. And now takes out the 3-year-old Class 6 here with this talented Genuine Blonde, who's had 10 starts.
All right.
So they're coming forward. Gladmac the first one to walk along. 6. Lovely line out. Lord of the Kings out wide began fast and has gone to the early lead from Pitch Black and King's Side, and followed just behind them by Gladmac. Classic Colours, Gun and Balance is the last one, spearing towards the 1100 metre mark, and Pitch Black takes over. Gladmac won't settle in second placing. It's reefing and tearing. Lord of the Kings is third, followed by Glen Monarch, wide out King's Side. Then Classic Colours settled down nicely, 6th position in the Club Maroon. Down the side, 700 metres to go, and Gladmac has been sent forward now by Kylie Cunningham, and on the steel now Gladmac by 2. Pitch Black is second, Lord of the Kings third, and the rails Glen Monarch is fourth. Then Classic Colour stoked up to come wide after them. Then Sailor's Lark, and further back came Zam K as they come up towards the home turn with Kingside and Lucky Laurie Amaze K Impregnable, and still Bush Triumph is last of all in the lime green colours, staying on the fence. In the straight, 400 metres to go. Gladmac out in front by about a length on Pitch Black, coming home gamely. So too Glen Monarch, and Classic Colour is staging a long and searching run down the outside. Gladmac in front of the 200 metre mark. Pitch Black's trying to get on terms. Impregnable weeding through the fields, coming with a late run, but Gladmac fought on here for Kylie Cunningham. Impregnable with a late burst. Gladmac in front of Impregnable. Kylie again. Gladmac has 1.5 length to Impregnable. Third Pitch Black, and fourth Bush Triumph making ground. Then Sailor's Lark, Classic Colour, Luck. 12 Gladmac sitting through the fields, coming with a late run, but Gladmac fought on here for Kylie Cunningham. Impregnable with a late burst. Gladmac in front of Impregnable. Kylie again. Gladmac has 1.5 length to Impregnable. Third Pitch Black, and fourth Bush Triumph making ground. Then Sailor's Lark, Classic Colour, Luck. 12 Gladmac, $17.80 and $3.30. 4 Impregnable, $2. 8 Pitch Black battled on well for third.